As a child, I used to read a lot: fantasy books, comics, novels, whatever I could get in my hands, I would read it. But then I grew up, and as a teenager, I stopped caring about reading. I didn't read much at all because I didn't find any meaning or any purpose in doing that. It was like a meaningless action, well, meaningless thing for me to do because I could rather watch a YouTube video, watch a movie, and I would get the same. It wasn't as until the quarantine when I began to understand that reading had purpose. But I didn't have I the problem is that I wasn't reading the good books. What I mean by that is books of self developed growth, mindset, how to get money, etc. These are the books that you have to focus on. I restarted reading when I discovered Jordan Peterson. I read his 12 rules about life, and it really hit me. At that time, I was an anxious teenager. I had friends, but I was very shy around them. I was playing basketball with some people that they didn't want. We didn't have like the team was only for playing. After that, we didn't see each other. I didn't spoke to me. I felt pretty much lonely, and with the quarantine, I felt even lonelier. Although I had my brother with me, um, we were both addicted to internet, so we weren't talking much. And when I first read this book, it opened a part of my mind who was eager to enter in this world of self-developing, to try to grow myself. So I started to read a lot of books in that area. I read one of the most common books in money, like Rich Dad Poor Dad, more things like that. And the thing is that I didn't apply these concepts to the real world, but something was starting to grow in me. Like I was redirecting my life to another path in which I was going to develop myself to have more life meaning, in which I would try different things of entrepreneurship. So I started with that, and that it started to redirect my life. After a quarantine, I was really thin. I You could see like my the fibers of my muscles, and I'm pretty much was bones. But because I have this fire in myself after reading these books of self development, I went out and the first thing I did was hit the gym. I have to recover the weight. Yes, you could do that without the books, but with the books, I found some sense, some purpose. And I found them like the perfect tool to to order things in my head, to improve my mental health, which is I think is very important, and also they give you more insights of the world. You get you don't get only the what the author of the book is trying to tell you, but also in how he explains it, you get some hints, you get the overall message, you get to become some of the experience of the author, and that the information is very, very valuable, and it can put you ahead in life. It can also, it can also, if you don't apply the knowledge, it can also like stop you from growth, and you can become like a growth drug addicted. Yeah, so like I addicted to growth, like I was at the time, in which I only read, but I didn't do anything. I just read and feel pretty good with myself, and I wanted to read more, but I wasn't applying that knowledge, so my pretty much my life was still the same. Yeah, I perhaps knew a lot of entrepreneurship, but as I didn't have any experience with entrepreneurship, I didn't know anything. And that's something that I I got when I saw some video of Andrew Tate talking about you have to apply the knowledge, build yourself something, and learn through the process. But I think that in order to get to the situation where I'm now trying some things in my own, when I want to get a good job to learn sales, where I have a lot of yeah, I have purpose, when I have feel confident in myself, I didn't I would have not get to this situation without reading books. I think I get from the first point in which I was a skinny, anxious teenager, where I am now, 3 years, in which I have more muscle. I feel pretty much confident. I feel good with myself, and I'm trying to improve to get to do something with my life. That's this path. I thank it to the books, to reading, to listening to other people that are ahead of me, to being to not being like to not boast, to like keep humble, learn, try some things, listening to people, and that's what I recommend to you to do. If you feel like you're in a place that you don't want to be there for your whole life, you feel like you don't have much friends, if you don't have much confidence, if you don't have a girlfriend, all these things that preoccupy you, I recommend you to start reading. I don't know. There are books on how to not procrastinate. There are books on NoFap, whatever. Start reading some books, start getting some knowledge, start acting on that knowledge, taking the experience from the author, then apply it to your life, and by doing that, you will start to improve your life, see the see a clear sky, so to say, and start to enjoy life, which is the point that I'm currently doing. Sorry. So, if this information was helpful to you, so put a like and subscribe. See you. Do your work, and the skies will clear. Mwah.